Hello, students. I hope all of you are keeping well at home. Myself, Sherlock Vanderwood, and welcome back. Today, we'll be discussing again chapter number 2, and this is my video 3 of this chapter. In this video, we'll be discussing all the exercises, question answers of this chapter. In video 1, in video 2, I hope you have gone through the chapters properly. You have read the chapters, and if you have any doubt, I have mentioned my contact number also. You can call me and message me whenever you feel like. So let's get started with this video 3 of chapter number 2. So before going further, my dear students, let's revise what we have studied in chapter number 2, right? So let's revise so that we can recall each and everything again, so that we can answer the questions properly. So I have mentioned 6 points of revision of this chapter. The first is the Mesolithic age followed the Paleolithic age. We all know first we have the Stone Age, right, which is also known as the Paleolithic age. After that, we had the Mesolithic age, and after Mesolithic age, we had the Neolithic age. So the Mesolithic age is followed the Paleolithic age. The second is Mesolithic man made macroliths. I have already discussed about macroliths. Macroliths are mentioned to those small tools and weapons, sharp tools and weapons which were very small in size. So it is also known as macroliths. So the macrolithic man made macroliths, learned to grow crops and tamed animals. He also painted cave walls and rocks and buried the dead. We have already studied in this chapter. Then third is the Neolithic age followed the Mesolithic age. After Mesolithic age, it came the Neolithic age, where each and every advancement took place, right? Then they started doing agriculture, taming animals, right? Starting growing crops. They have their own houses, small huts, right? That was your Neolithic age. Then the fourth point is the Neolithic age marked the transition from hunter-gatherer to farmer-herder, right? So transition means transformation. So in Neolithic age, we have studied in the lesson before, if you remember, that before they used to do hunting, then they hunting. They used to hunt animals. They used to gather food, right? And they were having very nomadic life. They don't have any specific place to stay. They roam from one place to another, right? But that was their hunter gatherer lifestyle. Okay, so in Neolithic age, from that lifestyle they found the new lifestyle, that is of farmer herder. Farmer herder means they started using animals for agriculture. They have developed new kind of tools and weapons, right? They have their own houses, so that they don't have to move from one place to another. Okay, so that is called the farmer herder. Then in this Neolithic age, we also had the invention of wheel and development of new improved tools also. As we discussed in this chapter before, we have discussed about the invention of the wheel, right? With the invention of wheel, so many drastic changes were made in their lifestyle, right? Though they have, before they used to carry so much of heavy load by themselves, but with the help of wheel, they carried those load with the help of wheels from one place to another, right? And also with the help of wheels, many many of their things were sorted down. Their lifestyle became very easy, okay? And then after, with the help of wheels, they started making pots, right? It was used for transportation, for carrying loads, right? They were used for spinning wheels, for threads, for making cotton, for making clothes, right? So this invention of wheels made their life very easier and more comfortable, right? Then about the tools. Tools also we know in Neolithic age they were using hard stones, right? Hard stones tools, and they were very well shaped and well polished and had a sharp cutting edge, right? So as compared to the before era, they were not having any proper shape and they were not that much sharp, right? But in this Neolithic age, they were using more polished and sharp cutting edge, which was used for farming and for hunting animals also, right? So that was all about Neolithic age. Then the fifth is about farming and herding led to the establishment of permanent human settlements, and community life began to take shape. Okay, so before they were not having any specific lifestyle. Okay, they used to go from one place to another, but slowly and gradually they started farming and herding. Okay, so they started producing their own food by cultivating cereals such as barley, wheat, and rice. Once grains were cultivated, they needed to be stored also. Okay, so they have constructed small houses, huts to store their grains also for a longer period of time. Then about animals such as sheep, also goats, dogs, cattle, horses were domesticated also, both for milk and for meat also, right? Then growing of crops, again rearing of animals for their own use, for business purposes, right? So they were continuing, so they came to know that they can use all these things, all these sources, to make their life easy, right? And the free time, whenever they have free time, they use that free time for developing their new skills also. Okay, so that was all about the farming and herding. Then the sixth point is Neolithic man worshipped the forces of nature and buried or cremated the dead. So we have also studied about before, how they used to worship, right? So Neolithic people worshipped water, fire, rain, and thunder, as also sun also, the earth and the stars. So they worship the cows in thankfulness for the bounty it provided, for meat, for milk, right? And also the snake in fear. So to get protected, or we know that snake is a poisonous animal, right? Reptile animal. So to get protected from that animal, they used to worship snake also. So like this, they used to worship for fire, for water. They used to worship water, fire, and rain, and thunder, same as sun, earth, and stars also. Okay, so they have their own type of god and goddesses they used to follow. Okay, so this is all about revision. We have studied each and every point, all the 6 points in the chapter before. So kindly go through it properly. And now let's do the another slide. That is new words. My dear students, in your SST book, every chapter contains new words. And these new words are very important. Please do not ignore these new words. These new words are from your chapter, it is not from outside. Okay, it is from your syllabus only, from the chapter. And these new words are also coming in your exams in the form of your fill in the blanks, in the form of your true and false. So I request you all, kindly do not ignore these new words. Please, every chapter have the new words. So after finishing each and every chapter, please learn these new words also, which is very important for your chapter. Clear? So in this chapter we have few new words. The first one is nomads. Who are nomads? People who moves from one place to place in search of food. People who do not have the proper lifestyle, right? They do not have that permanent housing, right? So they move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. Those people are known as nomads. The second is cultivation. We all know what is cultivation, that is growing of crops and plants, right? Then the third is granary, that is a storehouse to store good grains, right? So we all know that in Neolithic age they started doing agriculture. Okay, they have so many crops they used to grow, right? So they need some place to store those good grains. Okay, so that it do not get any it did not should not get any damage. So they need some place to store. So that is called granary, a storehouse to store good grains, right? Then we have domestication. We have already studied about domestication in the chapter. Domestication means the act of growing plants and taming animals, where you are growing plants also, doing agriculture and farming also, and side by side you are keeping animals for your use, for your own use, and for farming purposes also, like cow, buffaloes, goats, right? And even dogs also. They started first. They started keeping dogs for their protection, right? So that is called taming animals. So domestication means the act of growing plants and taming animals. Then we have terracotta. What is terracotta? That is a hard reddish baked clay. Okay, that is a hard reddish baked clay. It's a kind of clay, but which is known as terracotta, which they used to use for different purposes. So terracotta is a hard reddish baked clay. Okay. Then the last one is burial. Burial is I have already discussed about in this chapter what they do while somebody dies in the family before. So what is that? The act of placing a dead person along with animal and articles of personal use after death in the grave with the belief that there is life after death. So one who dies in the family, they used to bury that body, right? And they used to keep their personal belongings. They also used to bury their personal belongings with that dead body, with the belief that there is a life after death also. So that is called burial, right? So dear students, these were the few new words in from your chapter. Kindly go through it, and if you find any difficulty, you can ask me anytime, right? So let's go to another slide. That is the from chapter number 2. We have the exercise, that is fill in the blanks. Again, I am telling you, like in chapter number 1, I have already mentioned all the answers, right? In this chapter also I have mentioned the answers. But whenever you do this exercise, kindly be honest to yourself. Please rub the answer. If you have a new book, then no problem. Okay. If you are having the old book, kindly first rub all the answers honestly and then give the answer. Okay. So be honest to yourself. Okay. I have given the answer for your reference, and each and everything is mentioned in your book also. Okay. So fill in the blanks. The first one is the Neolithic man believed in life after death. So just now we have studied about the burial part. So Neolithic man believed that there is a life after death. So the answer is life. Okay. The second one is the Neolithic people worshipped water, fire, and rain. Okay. This is also we have just discussed right now. So they used to worship water, fire, and rain. Then the third one is the Neolithic people settled down in safe and comfortable house, right? So before Neolithic period, there were no houses, there were no huts, there were no secure place to stay. They used to roam from one place to another in search of shelter. But in Neolithic era, people settled down safely and comfortably in their own houses or huts, right? So the answer is house. The next one is the use of wheel made life easier and more comfortable. The answer is here is easier and comfortable. Okay, I have not marked the answer here, underline the answer. So kindly underline the answer here. The answer is easier and more comfortable. Okay. Okay, the last one is chopper was the first metal to be used by early humans. Which metal was used first was the chopper. Okay. Okay, my dear students, I have made certain changes here. So the fourth one is I have marked the use of wheel made life easier and comfortable. And by mistake, my slip of tongue, the last one is not chopper, that is copper, right? So copper was the first metal to be used by early humans. That was the spelling mistakes. Mistake was there. It is not chopper, it is copper. Okay, sorry for the interruption here. So these were the few fill in the blanks from the chapter which we have discussed right now. Okay, now let's get started with the question answers. Okay, so my dear students, in this chapter we have total 8 question answers. Okay, so I hope you are able to have you are able to see from the screen, right? So if you have any difficulty while looking in the screen or you are not able to understand anything, you can ask me. Okay, so the first question is list any two types of archaeological sources from which we know about the life of Mesolithic man. Okay, so we have to mention two type of archaeological sources, right, from which we came to know about Mesolithic man or their life. Okay, so the tools, they were tools, caves, and rock paintings are few types of archaeological sources from which we know about the life of Mesolithic man. Okay, they have told to mention two, but I have given three. Okay, that is tools, caves, and rock paintings. Okay, are the types of archaeological sources from which we know about the life of Mesolithic man. Okay, the second question is what do you understand by domestication? As you have learned before, right? The act of growing plants and taming animals is called domestication. Okay, the act of growing plants and taming animals is called domestication. The third one is list three animals that were domesticated during Neolithic age. So we have to mention three animals which were used or domesticated during Neolithic age. So that is, we can give more than three also if you want. That is sheep, cattle, dogs, horses are the animals that were domesticated during Neolithic age. Sheep, cattle, dogs, horses are the animals that were domesticated during the Neolithic age. Then question number 4, why did early men need pots? Why they need pots? The early man needed pots to store grains, food, milk, and water. Okay, so they also need some utensils or you can say pots to store grains, food, milk, and water. Right? The question number 5 is how was iron useful for the people? So as we know about, we have studied about the Iron Age. We have discussed so many important points about Iron Age, why it is so important for the people. So iron is a much harder metal than other metals, right? So it was used for making tools and weapons. That is why it is useful for the people. So iron is a much harder metal as compared to the other metals. So it was used for making tools and weapons, right? So that is your answer number 5. Then we have question number 6. Invention of wheel was a landmark in the history of human. Justify the statement. So invention of wheel, again one of the greatest invention of that era. Okay, so why it is the landmark in the history of human? We have to justify the statement. We have to give the exact answer. So the answer is the use of the wheel made life easier and more comfortable. The potter's wheel was used to make better pots. People could now make wheeled carts, for transportation, and for carrying loads. People made the spinning wheel to spin threads. So these were the few reasons why it is one of the remarkable, or you can say one of the most important invention in the history of human era, right? So that is why the invention of wheel was one of the greatest landmark in the history of human. Now we have question number 7. What were the implications of farming and herding? Okay, so implications means what, with the help of farming and herding, what they all got, okay, what they received from all that thing, right? So with the help of farming and herding, the answer is growing crops and rearing animals assured them of a continuous supply of grains, meat, milk, and hides. Man could thus produce more food than he required. He was at last free from the continuous search of food and used his free time for developing new skills. Okay, so before, as I had told many times in this chapter, before they used to go from roam from one place to another, like in nomadic life. Okay, they used to hunt animals first, right? They used to do hard work for hunting animals in search of food and shelter. But after starting farming and herding, they came to know, they realized that this is the best thing. Farming is the best thing, herding is the best thing, so that they can survive with their own, on their own food, right? They can supply also, they can keep meat and milk for themselves also. And the first thing is that they don't have to go move from one place to another, so that saved a lot of time of early men, right? So those people, they started farming and herding in such, because they thought that this is the best process, a continuous process, so that they can get food and meat, milk, whatever, shelter at one place, right? So this was the implications of farming and herding. Now the question number 8 is, what do you know about the Neolithic tools? So we have already discussed, Neolithic man used harder stones to make tools. Neolithic tools were well shaped, well polished, and had a sharp cutting edge. Okay, earlier ages, they were not very sharp, they were not polished, they were not that helpful for them, but slowly and gradually they have developed their skills, and till Neolithic age they started using a well shaped, well polished, and sharp cutting edge tools for themselves, right? So that help them to hunt animals easily, for other things also, for farming, for rearing animals, so other things they can use it easily. Okay, so these were the for all the 8 question answers over here. You can go through it. In any case, again I'm saying, if you don't understand anything, which is, if something is not clear to you, I can explain again. You can call me whenever you feel like. Okay, then after that we have few true and false. Okay, true and false. Again, I have mentioned all the answers over here, but whenever you discuss this true and false, so please remove the answer or rub the answer first, then can give the answer by yourself. So be honest, okay? So dear students, there are 4 true and false in this chapter. The first one is Paleolithic man invented wheel. That is absolutely false. So the wheel was invented at which era? That is Neolithic time, right? So Paleolithic man invented wheel. That is false. So Neolithic men made their own houses. That is true. The third one is the stone tools of Neolithic age were very crude. Crude means they were not very sharp, they were not polished. So that is absolutely false. As we studied just now, the tools were very polished and sharp, right? So the third one is false. Then Chalcolithic age is also called the Copper Stone Age. That is absolutely true. So in Chalcolithic age only they started using metal, and the first metal they used was copper. So that is a true statement. So these are the 4 true and false. Okay, and everything is mentioned in your chapter. So this is the end of the second chapter now. We have completed chapter number 1. right? We have discussed each and everything from chapter number 1. Then we came to chapter number 2. Okay, in chapter number 2 we have discussed about different era. We have discussed the whole chapter. We have discussed all the topics. We have discussed all the question answers, all the exercises, right? And in this chapter also, they are choose the correct options which you have to do by yourself. That is your homework. You will be doing by yourself, right? So, chapter number 1 and chapter number 2 of social studies is being completed right now. Okay, so this is the last video of chapter number 2. Again, I'll be meeting you with chapter number 3, that is the evolution of transport, which is also one of the interesting chapter of your social study book. So before that, first you have to complete your chapter number 1 thoroughly and chapter number 2 thoroughly. Then we will be going to chapter number 3. Okay, and please study at home, take out time for your studies. We are doing hard work for you all, so kindly you also do a little bit of hard work, give your hard work to us also, right? And please take care of yourself, okay, and take care of your family. Help your parents on your household work. Stay happy, stay safe at home, and God bless you. Thank you.